The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The two are going to try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for two even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
That's not you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for two there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to replace the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They're going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they're going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries, and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Off the play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his left. They'll swing this out to Mostert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He'll hit Mostert again here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. Second down and goal. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe from a yard out. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Lance. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get it next time out.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Lance to throw it out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. One quarter done, and 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. He could not pull it in. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 45. Called in left side here by Jennings. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. First down, here's Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get a bit closer. It's complete. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They do go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play at that time.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch running.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, and going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Lance now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua sets up to pass it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 12, Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Chase Edmonds. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance, and this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. On 2nd and a long way to go.
Tua.
And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football,
and across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell,
his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now here come the Dolphins.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Okay, ready?
Tua on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Dolphins will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Mostert, toss left side.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Tua wants to throw it on second down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Sliding up, and my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But
and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Gold for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll buy some time right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back.
And now here is another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so.
Touchdown 49ers! Jerome Jennings, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tua. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling loosen up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 2 now on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Lance now on first down. It's caught by Jennings. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 21 yards away. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Michel. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Lance now on first down.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On first down, Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Phillips bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins